Respected ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Piano Cafe Virtual Connect. Connect with Rozelle Plunkett, famous fashion model, beauty queen winner from Sri Lanka. Today is our special day. We welcoming you, Miss Rozelle Plunkett.
Thank you.
How is you, ma'am? How is you?
I'm good, very good, actually, very good.
Okay. Then, how are you feeling in Bangladesh? First time you are talk with someone. How is the feelings?
It's all right. It's good because I have quite a few Indian friends as well, so it's somewhat similar. So it's not that tough for me to figure it out and all.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you a little introduction. That is, Rozelle is very good friend of mine. We are keep in touch long time, and she is very passionate model in Sri Lanka. Everyone crazy the name about Rozelle. We are very happy to bought her our studio, and today we hear her some crazy talking. So let's talk with Rozelle. Rozelle, can you share how you involved with fashion modeling?
Oh, well, I started very, very young. I was barely a teen. I was like in grade 9. So they came to our school and they were looking for some girls and boys who needed for advertisement. Mine is, of course, only girls' school. So on their way to another school, they just dropped by and then they went through the whole assembly. And for some reason, this scrawny little skinny me, they looked at me like, "You'll be perfect. Can we have you for the ad?" And they went and spoke to the principal and got the permission from my parents as well. And we did the commercial. Since then, the works that kept on coming. So my mom said, as long as I continue my studies and keep my grades normal and up to the standard, it's fine as long as. But she, of course, went everywhere with me at the beginning because I was a teenage young girl, obviously.
Okay. Tell about something lifestyle fashion modeling.
Well, a model is basically, in my opinion, a model is a hanger. We like, okay, you cannot walk on the ramp hanging a clothes on a hanger. So we are like a hanger, and also we represent what it would look on a body, and when we move, how the costume or the design would move on a normal body. That is basically what we are. We are not modeling ourselves. We are not modeling our beauty or our body, nothing of the sort. We are actually part of the clothes and how we represent the clothes. That is what the main thing is. Of course, the looks does help and the walk does help too, because that's why they book you in the first place.
Okay. Then how you feel when you walk on the ramp?
Weirdly, I feel very, very at home. Backstage, I'm always right before getting on stage. I'm like doing my little dance number, whatever, and waiting there so that I don't feel nervous. But once I hit the ramp and the spotlight hits me, I just, whatever it is, I just change. I become somebody completely different. Attitude comes on, the beat, walk into the beat, everything just automatically comes. Same with photo shoots. Not like on TV where you had to like control yourself on which camera you have to face and all that. But when it's going live and all that, you need to know when the lights come on, this is the camera, I need to follow it. But on portfolio shoots and fashion shoots, you put some music on, we put the fans on, and it just keeps spinning and posing and posing. And if the cameraman and you get along well, we can actually finish shoot like really fast and have a very beautiful shot out there as well.
Can you hear when you on the ramp stage, camera light stay action?
No, we basically there's backstage. There's a helper. He or
Yes.
she would have the remote and walkie-talkie, and they would give me the cue when to enter. So I would be just what I do is I have a little thing where if the entrance to the stage is here, I would stay a little bit behind. So that way I start the walk from here. So when I reach the center and hold my pose, I've already got the attitude because I'm already walked half of the in fun further in backwards as well. That's the little things that I do. But I have different types of walks. I have been trained by the best in the country, and been very lucky because since I started when I was such a young stage, I've been trained by most of them, and they have trained me free and given me all the support needed. And even the seniors have been so wonderful in my life. Been in the industry now forever, and still up to date. I get all the shows, the good shows, and it's a blessing, and I'm obviously very very thankful for that.
Rosel, I want to show you some still picture.
Okay.
Watch, please. Our audience show that.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we show you some still picture. Our guest, she is very passionate in modeling world in Sri Lanka. The craze always focusing the name of Rozelle. Let's see her some shoot. The photo shoot. You see, very passionate model. She own beauty queen winner. Something exceptional in her walking, her clothing, her looking. Let's see. She's so confident. When you want to start modeling, you need to look your confident level and passion, more focusing. Am I right, Rosal?
When you say about confidence, I'm actually in real life. When I started modeling, especially, I was not confident at all. I was very timid. I used to walk on the road, when I walk on the road or when I walk into places, I used to like look down. I didn't even look up ever. But for some reason, I think I was born for the ramp because as soon as I got on ramp, I don't feel shy. I don't feel anything. I don't look at the crowd unless I'm wearing a bridal kind of thing, because then I have eye contact and try to smile with them because that's a part of wearing a bridal. But when it comes to fashion or high fashion, definitely I don't even look at the people because the photographers are generally on a higher level straight off and they're on a platform on the top. So when I walk, I mainly would see the guests top of their head. So even if someone tries, like my friends have said, they have been trying to make me laugh or giggle on ramp or whatever, and for so many years they've not been able to do it. The secret is I don't look at anybody. I just look about the here, so I don't get to see the faces they're making or whatever it is. So I
Wow.
got so far so good.
Okay. Now, can you please share your organization details? Which type of event you organize and what the name of your organization?
Well, I'm a freelance model because I didn't like to be tied up with anybody. Plus, now
Yes.
I do. Now I have my. I was doing a like I train few people that not for cash, but because I want to give back to the industry because the industry has given me so much, and
Yes.
I need to give some good quality girls that can go further and not use modeling as a stepping ground to get to acting or anything else, but actually love and adore it and want to be a model and figure it and really know that be a model is important and it is a career. So I want to put in some of those, but of course, girls who have the passion, the girls who have it, it doesn't matter if they have the look and all. We can, because model, we can get it well, all done. But there's a certain height, there's a certain length of the fingers, the hands, and whether there is. I do a few of those kind of training. I have my own little pet organization, which I fund and do everything on my own at my house itself. I have like staff, and I do this. Like I get all the stray cats who are left behind, injured dogs, and all, and that is my own little pet fun thing. So that gives me a little bit of love and happiness. So 38 cats and 11 dogs now.
You,
Yep, all
yeah,
mine, all
my.
because they live on the road, and in Sri Lanka, the animal fund needs to really do something. That is only place I think the government needs to do something more, because they don't have a voice. They need a voice. But I don't want to be a voice of anything or start any kind of whatever. I just cannot leave an animal on the road hurt, or a baby that might just get run over. Even if I have no choice, I will bring it home and somehow take care of him.
Thank you, Rozelle. You definitely do good job. You raise your voice for the road stay animal. So it's a really good work. I personally appreciate. And in future, if there is any option to collaboration with you to raise my voice in specific this collaboration, I am with you. No problem. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
And
much. Very
again,
sweet of you.
again, I want to show something. Huh? Just watch.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
just a minute. That is for our
You're gonna be
audience.
you're
For
gonna be
our
the CID, I see.
this is today I get you. This is I think this is my good luck. And a lot of time I knock you. Please come my studio. Please come my studio. And you are a lot of busy. So you give me time today. I am honestly speaking. I am really happy. So watch.
Thank you. And I'm so sorry about not being able to come before, but I was really busy here because I don't have staff, so I'm taking care of all those animals by myself these days. My brother helps me, that's it.
Okay. Now watch. Huh?
Okay.
Oh, let's see. This picture, tell about something.
Yes, this was when this gentleman Surya, he started the batik. He and his wife started it. I was the one of the first models who modeled it. I was a teenager then, so this was his 10-year anniversary show, and I started and ended the show. He had to have me, so I was there for it.
How crazy you fulfill your ambitions. You look this picture. How focusing.
Yeah.
Tell about some when the ramp walk and you are the first walk and you the line in the behind you. What are you
Yeah.
thinking that time?
I am not thinking who's in front of me, who's in back of me. I'm just thinking, um, I need to get a good shot while turning. That's about it, because I want the clothes. Now, what I asked when I wear a dress or whatever costume, I asked the designer what type of walk they want, what type of look they want on the to represent. If they want a girly, or if they want a high fashion walk, or whatever it is. So according to that, I will do the movement. So at the top ramp, every time where this is the finale, I will make sure that I do that little thing. So that is in my head. When it comes to work, at that moment, I'm backstage. I am the most naughtiest, tomboyish, all that. But choreography to a point written down. Won't forget, won't mistake ever. Thank God. A few mishaps of shoes coming off has happened. I've left the shoe and walked off, and nobody even noticed sometimes. Um, I always make sure that the design what I wear is gets published in at least 2 or 3 paper cup, because I pose for it. Make sure I put up 3 or 4 different poses. If not, what happens? The same picture will not will be put in all the papers and magazines. So I give 3 to 4 poses at head ramp and mid ramp as well. That way, I know that at least 2 or 3 media will carry the same each outfit that I represent.
Oh, okay. Can you tell something? Explain what is choreographing for beginner? When
Okay,
anyone want to start choreographing?
I okay, I am a choreographer also now, because you have to evolve it than being in one place, because you can't be in one place for your life every time. You need to keep evolving, because modeling is it's a short-lived life. So now I do choreographing and I do the training as well. Choreographing is well, it's you where you see the outfit, but you speak to the designer, you see what the outfits are like. Then you see what the ramp is like. You make a storyboard. It's like an advertisement. You make a storyboard. According to that, for me, what I do is I keep everyone like occupied. Like at all times, I will have 2 to 3 models walking, doing different things. So they will have to be looking at everything. I keep the show short. I don't keep it very long, where it drags for 2 3 hours. 1 hour maximum. Beyond that, I will not. I try to finish in half an hour, whatever it is. Even recently, last year, I choreographed a bridal show with over 200 models, and everyone was shocked that I actually finished a show in 50 odd minutes. So, but everybody got their turn to see, because they kept on moving on stage, on ramp. They were like doing different things. People were always like occupied, like they didn't get bored. If you see one girl walking from here to here to here to here in just slow motion, you get bored. What happens here is they keep one comes from here, another comes from there. So I keep everyone guessing. And if there's some fun outfits in between, like a playful outfit, I would like have some movements where they do a small dance movement, where they, that kind of thing. So each choreographer have a different technique. My technique is I want to make it short. I want to make it entertainment. I want to make it different. I have to make my own music, because I don't use voicing. I need the sound like orchestra, and I add on mixes it separately. I do a whole picture according to rehearsal. They have to come. Shoes have to be identical. Bit strict when it comes to those kind of things.
Oh, okay, thank you. Rosal, something different. You watch, please, huh? Please, just a minute. That is, tell about something. This is exceptional. When I see our audience see this, tell about. You watching?
Ah, yes, 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 yes.
Remember this moment, August 11 August
Yes.
2019.
Yeah, he this guy, his first photo shoot when he came to the country, he lived in Italy. His first photo shoot was also done with me. This
Yeah.
actually, I was getting dressed through the bridal dresser itself to go for a function. It was a themed function. So they were also attending. So they got a photographer and did a few photo shoots as well before that. Um, Now this guy is also a very good model. He is more of a mature model, but is quite good, very, very good actually.
Very good. The picture also good. The, what I say, the passionate young lady.
it- this is the place the designer here is Vinoshan Vanayasekara. He is outstanding. He puts the most different colors, the most simple things, but when you put it
Yes.
together, it's beautiful. He concentrates on the eyes. He doesn't go overboard with the makeup. It's very simple. And even the house, the way that's his house, oh my god, it's beautiful, because it looks like different areas, like has a different way you could take a picture and it will look like completely, yeah, like you're in a new place. Beautiful, very creative person.
Yes.
And I love him.
I think the photographer is very much professional, and he have some.
Photographer, yes.
Yes, some
But
quality. Can
but
you?
more than the photographer, I would give the anything to the bridal, the makeup artist. It's his house, his place, his design, his everything, and he
Yes.
only decides on how the photos also come. That's what. But yes, the photographer is also quite really good. Um I
Can
like
you
the face looks like the dark
can
circles.
you share the photographer name who shoot the photo that time?
I I think this because he this was brought from Minoshan. I think it was Danush. Danush, yeah, I think it was Danush.
Yes, we want to say thank you, Dhanush. Very nice picture. He shoot. Definitely very nice. I really like this. And now you are in Sri Lanka. Tell something
Yeah.
your city, the name of your city, the name of the environment of your city, and the situation, current situation of your city.
You mean with the COVID, Corona, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Colombo and Gampaha, I'm basically on where the Colombo, the couples, they were on lockdown for a longer time than every other area, but now they have opened up. But they do put now today is a poya. Poya means a full moon person today and tomorrow, so they have put curfew since yesterday till the after. This is a precaution because otherwise people will go and gather around too much, and that's a problem. Every night they put curfew around 10 o'clock till 8 in the morning. Traveling, they have given certain guidelines, certain rules. Be very frank and very honest, when this whole situation started and it was affecting all the major countries, and when it started happening to us, um, sad to say, I was worried. I honestly thought we might not be able to handle it, but very proud of our president, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He has done an absolutely great job. Our for police, yeah, army, navy has done amazing job. They have put their life before us, and they have really done a great job, and I'm thankful to all of them because I feel very safe now. I feel more safe than being in any other, like, number one, like major countries even, because they have controlled it very, very well. If we still do have patients that we are counting on every day, but this is because we are bringing back our Sri Lankans and whoever has been stuck in other countries. We are flying them back. So when they come back, some of them have it. So obviously they are whoever has been taken to the hospitals, and the others are in the quarantine centers. And if say yesterday if 40 40 or 20 or whatever is, that reported today, maybe the same amount towards the night or the next day has been released as well. So we are
Yes.
like balancing it. Pretty
then
impressed.
then
I'm very
then,
impressed.
then your government still continue curfew
I,
till midnight 10 to morning 8, still continue.
No, it's not quarantine. You have to live with certain guidelines. You have to always wear a mask. If you're going in a public transport is not really open, but if you're going in a tuk-tuk, that's a three-wheeler, they had certain ways. They had to put the glass in front so that there's a back, no. They have to wear a visor, and they have to wear gloves. Or you have to always keep your mask on, and you have every day, no matter what, curfew will be assembled by 10 o'clock in the night and released at 8 in the morning. And officers, they use, okay, if there's say this department has 5 people on this day. 3 people will work. The head of the company will decide who. The next day, the other three will work. So you don't have everybody there, and so
The
that way you have control of who.
rotation.
Yeah, and by chance, if someone does get affected, you will know who has been around the person on that, and it's easier to find where to who to get quarantine and to contain the whole situation. So they are doing a pretty good job in that way as well.
Okay, something new for you. Okay, please,
Okay.
something tell about this. The new look
Okay.
of Rozelle. 5 August 2019.
Oh, this is when I was judging the preliminary rounds of Mrs. Universal and Miss Universal. The
Yes,
first preliminary round, of
you
course.
are on that time. The final round will be held, and you are the judge panel, and Miss Universe
I was
maybe on that.
This is I was the
Yes.
judge because I'm a very strict judge. Language is not the problem, but I do need to see how their personality, how quick and witty they are with the answers. If they and if they do give the wrong answer, I generally try to tell them also, like correct them so they'll know in the future also. Because for me, I've been to 4 beauty pageants because I won 4 titles: World, Asia Pacific, Model of the Universe, and Model of the World. So I know that no matter how beautiful, no matter how tall, no matter how great a body is, personality, the way you push yourself, way you promote yourself is the key at the end of the day. And
Okay.
also, intelligent is something everyone has to have, no matter what.
Now tell about something about Jazz Roselle. Jazz Roselle. When are
Me,
you jazz?
when I judge, actually,
Yes.
when
How strict you are that
um,
time?
I was one of the judges at the finals of Mrs. World this time, where she actually won the Mrs. World crown and came to Sri Lanka as well from the international pageant. So I was one of the final judges in that. So I was one of the fortunate we have as well. So I'm a good judge.
Yes, I know that. I know that.
You
Um,
need to send the best of the best, sir. If you're representing the country, you send the best of the best. That's what it is. It's a whole package. You need the whole package.
yeah. Now, tell about your
Mm.
feelings when you won the Beauty Queen award. How was the feel on that time?
Um, I won 4 titles. The first time I won 2 together with my brother. He was Intercontinental. I won Miss World and Asia Pacific. Uh, this is the time I thought I would never have the confidence, and I was so skinny and all that. I was just 19 at that time, and but still surprising me, even myself, I answered very quick, very fast, and that's the only way I won because that I think my answer we were on the similar markings because there's another girl as good as and maybe even better. But when it came to the one-on-one question, I surprised myself and gave an amazing answer like that, and ended up winning 2 titles on the same stage. And then
Sam, we took two questions from our
mm,
audience.
oh my
From
god,
Muaymin Uddin Imran, he asks, have you
okay.
ever faced any kind of difficulty that you want to share with your audience, with other models?
The biggest difficulty, the biggest place that I'm a person who shuts down and not show my emotions. If I'm in a vulnerable place, I will control it and shut myself from the world for a while, cry it out, and then only people only see the bubbly side of me, the smiley side. They don't see the grumpy crying side. But I lost both my parents, so that is still in a place that I hard for me to be because one right after another, I lost them, and that was pretty tough. So that was the
And
worst thing I was going to be.
okay, another
Mm.
question. Tanjir Ahmed want to know.
Sorry. Mm.
Tanjir Ahmed from Bangladesh.
Okay.
She
Hi.
tell us something about advertisement industry and photography.
Advertising industry and photography.
Yeah.
Okay. Advertising, still there is still and there is video. It's shot by shot by shot. Like they will record for hours, but it's a tiny little shot sometimes that you do. Still shots also you have to be like they will give you a pose, and you have to be very like still and hold the pose. You should be able to hold that position for a long time to do that. That is so it's a bit boring sometimes, but pays really well and it's quite good. I have done Pepsis and Coca-Colas and all that. So yeah, but it's tougher than the other one because it's say okay if I'm holding a bottle, I have to hold it like that and wait. over and over. And even if I stop, settle back, I'd be able to go back to the same pose like that and wait. Whereas photography, say if it's fashion or if it's portrait, you get to play around. Like if it's portrait, it's close up, so you get to play around with the hair, with your eyes, like that, and you can be like more fun and giggle, use props, so it's fun. If it's the fashion, you can move around, you can move, play with the dresses, and I play, always use music and all that. So yeah, and but everything is part of it, and if you're a model, you have to figure out all of it. Sometimes, some days when you do still shots and come, your feet are like, ugh, the toes hurt because you're on heels and pushing that same position not to move and all that. So it's not easy. I don't say people think modeling is easy. If you're doing it right, in my opinion, if you're doing it right, it's not easy. When I go for a show, I basically carry half of my shoe cupboard out of it. I take so much of things because I don't want to not have anything, and I would rather have overpacked stuff than not have something. I always want to do the best because I charge a certain amount compared to, like, I have my own price. So if I don't live up to that, I mean, I will feel guilty of it as well. So I try to do my 110% when I do something. And also it's also for myself because I someday I can look back and say, you know what, I still have a good people. Industry loves me. I've done a lot of shoots, and I can go back someday, and they will still be a part of my life. Not just, oh, remember that grumpy model. No, I have made a friendship, families with them, and they love me, and I love them all.
Okay, another question. What do you think the problems model have to face while stumbling? Anisur Rahman Labib asks the question.
When you're starting off, is it?
When problem models have to face while stumbling.
Well, a lot of things, any case, at the beginning, we all have to face. But if you are going to be a model, see, I started young. I was very, this thing. My mom was there. So no one really approached me in the wrong way or whatever. And also the fact that I was so young, even the seniors, the photographers, all, well, they treated me like, Ane chuti nangi, like your little sister. So I was very lucky in that way. And now, of course, I am a person who is very straightforward. If someone tries to be funny, I will not rude, but I will make a joke out of it or whatever, and I'll handle it. But it's also how you react to something. So obviously, modeling, you are on the limelight, and obviously there are going to be people who will bring the wrong proposals or whatever to you. If you want to go further and have a name and reputation in the industry, trust me, don't take the shortcuts. Even if you lose some work, it's fine. Don't argue and fight and go down to their level, but of course, keep your respect. And because at the end of the day, you're a woman. Someday, all that being not just being a model, you need to also be respected and be able to look in the mirror and think, I came this far without doing anything that I regret, that I feel uncomfortable seeing myself. So that's my
Okay.
opinion. I don't know.
Okay. We want to show your last still picture. Tell about
Mm-hmm.
little, huh? Okay. Just
Okay.
see. Remember? June 5.
I can see it. Oh, this is at the temple.
Yeah.
Because one of my friends, this is after last year's bombing actually, and I always cover up when I go to the temple completely and very light makeup because I do believe that any religious place you should dress accordingly no matter what. So that's why that baggy, huge little thing is there and all that.
Okay, very nice shoot. The photographer is well, huh? Now,
Uh,
yes, yes, ma'am. Tell.
yeah. No. Tell me.
Few words for our modeling community and industry.
Hmm?
few word
I didn't
for
understand.
yes, a few word for our modeling industry.
Okay. Um, like for the newcomers who will be joining or the
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Um, Basically, the modeling for me, my opinion, has been able. I came from a poor family, and I was able to stop my parents from working, bringing them up to a certain place, and buying my own house and all that. And all this I did by doing modeling. I mean, we suffered. We worked a lot, like morning 4 o'clock to 12 in the night. We just continue doing shows and all that. But we collected and I've done all that. So, and I was able to take care of them and all this time and everything. So I am very grateful and I owe the industry a lot. So whoever comes into the industry, please come for the right reason. Don't use it as a stepping stone. Don't you ruin your name to be popular, because it's easy to get popular, but get popular for the right reason. Be loved by the people for what you do and who you are, not just, and don't get stuck up just because you become a person that people like, or if someone messages you or call you, just reply and see. If they go the wrong way, that's a different story. But don't be stuck up. Don't get an attitude. Know that every time you work with a show or whatever it is, it's a group effort. So even the backstage person who is helping you with for your shoes, to the person who is doing the stage, or whatever it is, say hello, say hi. You're not going to lose something out of it. And it's nicer that way, because everybody has put their sweat and effort to it. And it's always better to leave a good impression, and you'll feel good too. And love the impression, and don't use it as a stepping stone, please. No, this is not a stepping stone. It is a beautiful kind of thing. You can work. It's tough. You have to suffer. You got to work. You got to save, because it's not like massive amounts at the beginning. But you can do a lot more than working in a 9 to 5. It's more work, but yeah, but it's worth it. Don't use it. Don't use the shortcuts to. There is plenty of shortcuts. Trust me, if that's the case, I would have been far away. I would have been living in a freaking Bangalore by now with a palace or something. But no, they don't take the shortcuts, because at the end of the day, you're a woman. You may be someone's sister. Someday you'll be a mother. And remember that is very important. No matter what, you're a model today, but at the end of the day, you have another chapter in your
you
life.
have you have you are a wife, you are a mother, you are a sister, and you are a Grace, Rosal.
Yes, and also if you have a bad, yeah,
And in a day, how many times you involve your working
involve
time?
my what?
Yeah, work.
Well, in my head, I'm always working. If you go on, I have it's not a public page, but I have a YouTube page where I collect music. I keep editing it. I'm always creating different looks in my head, different choreographies in my head. I'm always while I'm doing my housework, even doing full turns. When I see a mirror, I automatically just it normally happens. So a model is always will always be a model. You can take the model out of a model once you become and love it. You can never take the model away. But um, it so these days, obviously, I've not been doing any modeling. So I have been doing a lot of certificates, and I've been doing my doggy things. And I also started. I love to cook. I'm a vegetarian. My entire life I've been a
Oh,
vegetarian.
you love cook.
Yeah, but I love to cook
Then
very spicy.
then I need to
So,
take another live when you
yes,
in cooking. When are
definitely, no
you
problem.
and I will do it live my
Sure,
YouTube channel. Hey,
definitely,
model
no problem.
Rosalie cooking in kitchen.
Obviously, my mom used to put me and my sister every weekend, since like, okay, I was 4, so I couldn't like do the fire stuff, but little choppings and all, cleaning onions. Since I was 4, I was doing the kitchen. My sister every weekend has to,
Okay,
because she said that a woman has to know all this.
okay. Then you ready the special menu which we will focus
Um,
and you ready to
I
present in live.
I cook meat. I cook meat items. I cook everything, but I don't taste it because I have never eaten any type of meat. I eat egg. That's about
No, no,
it.
no,
So
not
I
meat. A special vegetarian item, huh?
no, no, I can cook me. I cook say prawns and all for my brothers and all that. But someone has to be there to taste it because I don't taste it. I love animals, so I can't obviously kill animals or eat animals. Clearly, if you're saying that, you're just being a cutthroat or like a back. So I can't. I just can't. It's just my personal opinion. That's just me.
Okay, and just a question from audience. Why did you choose um, a career as a model? Why do you choose
Actually, I
a
did
career
not
as a
choose.
model?
I did not choose career modeling as a career because like I said, I was a very timid, backwards person. So I would have never, ever in my wildest dreams thought that this is something I was going to do. And I was a very person who is studious, a tomboy, and I wanted. No, I don't. I'm not a bookworm where I study all the time. In fact, I don't remember names and dates and all very much, but I'm very good with faces. But modeling what happened like they came to school and they picked me since I'm 14. So after that, people kept coming and taking for bridals and all that in school times, and the school gets the money and all that. And then I did some afterwards as well. And my sister, I have a sister and a brother, older brother and then older sister. She is like my mom. My mom is short. Father is tall. So my brother and me are tall, but my sister is the most beautiful one, but she's tiny. So she couldn't join the airline. She asked me to do it. So I did that, but that I did not like. I could not handle it, so I left. Uh, but because I was too innocent at that time to be able to. Yeah, I did speak out and all that. So I was not ready to. So I left. Um, the modeling part I was doing because it came up and my sister wanted me to, my sister pushed me to do it. But that I found myself that I was fine. But just because I started doing all that, I did not stop doing my education as well. I still continued privately doing my O-levels, A-levels, everything. And I still do courses and all that. I do the most weirdest courses. I do child psychology. I do different things for the sake of doing it, just for the fun. But because child psychology, I honestly wanted to do something with autism children and all because I think that we lack that kind of thing. We need an adoption in Sri Lanka doesn't happen. So I think sometimes I work with a lot of children's homes and elderly homes, and early recognition, recognizing their issues, and giving them the right path can help them develop better. Like so, I want to try something there someday, hopefully. So that I've been doing, and I do a lot of just for the sake of doing courses. I do a lot, and I have to pass at least a pass I need to have. So I go a bit crazy if I don't.
Okay, when the lockdown, how are you passing the day? What are you doing?
My cats, my dogs, I have so
My
many. I've
cat,
not even
my
had
dog.
time. My staff had gone off on holiday because they had to
Yes.
go. And I was with my little brother. My cousin brother is with me since my mom passed away and dad passed away. So the two of us are handling the dogs. And when I say we're having dogs and cats, not like just having pets, they are my children more or less. I bathe them, I feed them, I brush them. They basically
Oh
put me
my
on my own bed
God.
sometimes. And 38 cats is not easy. And at the moment, we just milk bread, like giving bottle milk, like for formula for 16 cat babies because they had left and gone. Plus, a few days ago, another four came home. The people from a friend of mine came and dropped staying on the middle of the road. So every 2 hours, alarms kept getting up, doing it, and putting hot water bags in there. It's not easy. It's actually tougher than having a like taking care of an infant, in my opinion. I'm done it. Either my cousin, my brothers, but every 2 hours and 16 plus four is 20 cats. It's not easy.
Oh my God.
20 baby, 20, 20 babies other than my 38. The 38 cats are there plus
Oh
the 20
my.
babies. No, I'm going to find the 20 babies' homes. That's what I do when I get infants. I trade them and find them healthy homes because I can't keep doing it. Otherwise, I do this all out of my pocket and all that. So there's just so much I can do, but I want to continue doing. So I get them to a potty train. I get them to eat to that state, do their vaccines and all that, and I find them homes that love them and give them to people and keep
Uh,
and do check up also.
if you have time to coming another live in morning like Sri Lanka time 12, then we want to show your family like 38 member.
I can show you some of them around, but I think well, live afternoon might be better because they're all over like messing up, and you can't see the doggies, but the doggies at the back and they are black. I can
Yes.
show you one funny right here. One, come here. Hey, get me Dolly.
Wow. Hi.
I
Wow.
found him in a chicken kodua, like in a fowl cage, and they were he had food and all on himself, and they were keeping to sell because they had no books, and I couldn't get a
He's
cat a dog. And
short.
yeah, he's short. He's a mixed fellow, and they were still
Yeah.
trying to sell him, but I couldn't even afford him at that time. But somehow when I found the money, I came and took him. We a fowl, he was tiny, and a box in a cuckoo cage, and the fowl was pecking on him.
Okay, another day we come with this. Now, very
I,
important question to you. We are very close our life. Are you thinking COVID-19 is very alarming for global community?
yeah, no legs, no tail.
Oh,
He met with a train accident, so I
oh,
adopted him. No legs, no toes, nothing.
oh. Train accident.
His name is Dolly. Yeah, a dog had
Dolly.
chased him, and a doggy had chased him and got caught to a train. So he was
how
had
how
to.
how
We
how
had
possible when this cat accident by train and cat is
not. They were not with me. They were not with me. I was left in the hospital for over 1.5 years, and no one took him. So I felt so bad. He was in a little box in a hospital, in a veterinarian. So I adopted him. He's my baby.
oh,
His name is Dolly.
oh, hi Dolly, great, wow,
Yeah.
wow, oh great,
That's what I
you
have those kind of cats on the.
yes, you do lot of thanks. God bless
That's
you. And you are a really big heart. You are a good heart, and we tell this white heart. বাংলাদেশি ভাষায়
Thank you
এটাকে
so
বলে
much.
সাদা white heart, huh? In Bangladeshi language, we tell it white heart.
लेकिन मैं हिंदी बात कर सकती थोड़ी थोड़ी बात कर सकती तो समझ के
हाँ हाँ हम वो बात कर सकते हैं बांग्लादेशी भाषा में हम लोग दिस काइंड ऑफ जॉब वी टेल
भगवान
সাদা হৃদয়
oh thank you
then are you thinking COVID-19 is very alarming for global community?
I think Mother Earth has a way of she will give us warning as humans to correct ourselves. And that was done. I think we had a lot of things that happened the last couple of years with natural disasters and all that. I think those were little bit. In fact, one time even the polythenes and the plastic was pushed out of the ocean, but still. We didn't take it seriously. So naturally, I think there's ways that Mother Earth itself will heal herself and whatever, and that is not our business. We have to really make it happen because we think we are above everything other than animal or whatever. No, we just because we are apostolic thumbs does not make us above anything else. If anything, that if we are whatever above, what we should do is do good about it, not ruin the world so that there'll be nothing left for the future or whatever. So I think humans are the only ones that need some discipline in life, and
Yes,
the animals
need
are not
some
the ones.
discipline. You are correct.
Very much.
We need discipline. We are, if we come to discipline, then we are getting some spiritual power. If we are not alarming, awarding, or not adding
Earth
our life
gives us
discipline,
Earth gives us everything we need naturally, and it's like I don't think even the best scientists in the world can prove everything in the world, right? So it should be something that we should be amazed, love, and protect and be grateful to. Instead, what our humans do is, if they find something, they ruin it. If animals live in a certain area, you will not find it. But if a human, like a group of people, go to that area, plastic bottles, bags, and all that just thrown around and just everything broken. No, you have to respect everything. Like, even if you take a fruit out of a tray, I mean, I do it. I just say thank you, because it is a amazing thing that happens, no? So need to be more, have some kind of thank, like, respect every living being. That's air, the trees, even the grass, whatever. Just don't just think you're above anything and walk above it, because at the end of the day, animals out there, everything is out there, and we are the ones who are quarantined and locked in there. Like,
Okay, now as the beauty queen, tell something about Sri Lanka tourism. Little.
well, okay, Sri Lanka is one of the main places that has all type of climates. Like, within, if you stay here for a week, you can enjoy every part of it. Like cold, mountain, ocean, everything. And we have, honestly, one thing I need to apply. When this COVID happened, there was a lot of foreigners who got stranded here, like backpackers and all that kind of foreigners. And this actually went on a interview as well. Uh, our, like, small guest house type of people and all, they had opened up their houses and their heart. They have fed them, taken care of them, which most countries would not done. And I am proud to say that actually our country did that. And they had taken care, and the foreigners were like, you know what, I am definitely coming back, and I'm going to stay in these kind of places and develop them, because they were open, they opened their heart, they opened their families, love, everything for us. So I'm very glad about that. And if you take the country itself, it has everything. If you want history, you got it. If you want nature, you got it. If you got hospitality, you got it. It has everything. In fact, last year we were named one of the best destinations as well. Sadly, with the corona and all, obviously. But also remember, after the corona, definitely it's going to be better, because the greenery is going to be better. Everything's going to be better there. The skies are already looking better. So I do have a high hope for tourism increasing here more and be better. And if you want to enjoy everything under one little pearl of an island, this is it. Oh, and also the whales. Yeah, the ones are the whales.
Now, last question. Tell little about for our company and our viewer, our well-wisher. Piano Island Tours and Travel.
Firstly, thank you for having me on the show. It was very entertaining and fun. And it was nice that there's people sending questions in and all. That was very sweet of them. Thank you for the love, all of you. And it's good that you get people from different countries and different industries and you got involved, because if you just stick to one, it's going to get boring. Also, this way you get to see get a piece of every other nation. You get to even understand how they speak sometimes, like the accent. And also, if you do visit at whatever is where, you will at least say, I know one person, I've seen this person like this, and I know how their lingo is and all, because of that. And maybe you can start doing something like teach, if you have from other countries, right? Teach one word a day or something. That way they learn one word from each country.
Okay, thank you. We invite you. I personally invite you as my well friend. We are welcoming you in Bangladesh. I hope you visit
Thank you.
Bangladesh after COVID. And
I must come there.
yes, you think Bangladesh your second home. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, today we talk with Rozelle Plunkett. She is a renowned fashion model. She won 4 awards. She's a very passionate model. So I wish her she's prosper in life, and in future definitely another show she will be attend with her pet family.
Babies,
80,
babies,
yes,
and I'll
yeah,
cook for y'all as well.
yes,
Sri
different
Lankan
type,
babies.
yes, different type topics we are presenting in cooperation with Rozelle, and hope Rozelle will cooperate us. And from now,
Definitely.
she is ambassador of Piano Island Tours and Travel. She preside Sri Lanka. And our viewers,
Thank you.
Farhana Alom, say you hi. Farhana Alom, say you hi, Rozelle.
Oh, yay!
Okay, thank you, Rozelle, for your
Thank you
valuable
so
time.
much.
Okay, goodbye, and another day,
Bye bye.
definitely. Okay.
See you. Bye bye. God bless.